Hi everybody. Okay, so it's been a little bit. There's a lot going on in my own personal life that's new, and discovering a lot of new things too. Really excited to see the results of my ancestry test. Yes, I know there's a lot of pros and cons to sending away your DNA to a big corporation or something like that, but there are some answers that I'm looking forward to. And I know you've been very patient, okay, when it comes to me doing my readings for the general collective for the 13 zodiacs. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I want to thank all my subscribers, likes, shares, any comments that are clean. Thank you so much. If you're new here, I do the 13 zodiacs. I do one per zodiac per month. And I've been kind of preoccupied, so I've been doing some filler videos. And it's not that those videos aren't valid or that they have some information for you. It's just that sitting down and having a chance to do my readings for each zodiac has been time consuming. So 30 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but when you add it up, it is time consuming slightly. And I have just yet to manage the new cycle that I'm on and kind of get some coordination and organization going on. Okay, so bear with me. All right, thank you for your patience. I truly appreciate it. It does matter to me when you come on here and you are very loyal to this channel and you want your readings and you participate in equal reciprocity and you give the energy so that you can get what information that you need from the readings that I provide, okay? So right now what I'm going to do for today is going to be a Goddess Oracle read, all right? So this is from Colette. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to do the 5 Goddess Oracle cards for this month. Yes, we're in August. Yes, it's hot. Yes, a lot of things have changed. Yes, we had the Lionsgate 888. And whatever it is that you want to manifest, now is the time to do it. Whatever it is that you truly desire with good intention, please set it in motion. Now's the time to do so. It's interesting, the song choice or the background that I chose. It says, Odin's Daughter, Songs of the North. To all my women out there that have struggled, that need some sort of clarity, hopefully this gives it to you. I know in the past women have struggled, and this is not just like a whole matriarchy sort of power to the women. This is just respect to women in general. And I'm not necessarily a feminist or anything like that. I do believe women stand in their own power and men stand in theirs. And there is a duality there. We all have masculine and feminine, and it should be balanced, whether just in ourselves or with a partner. But women have fought to keep their own connection with the divine universe. They have fought to stand in their power, and it seems to me with everything that's been provided, it's been slightly more difficult. Not that it needed to be, but typically a lot of women have a good understanding of the spiritual realm, and that connection does come at a bit of a cost. And it can be difficult, but it's also only as difficult as we make it. You want to go with the flow. You don't want to fight against it. You want to learn and take whatever experiences and lessons that you have here in the 3D in your human vessel. And you want to apply that to your current daily life or whatever it is that you're experiencing. Okay? All right, let's do this. No idea what to expect. Nowadays, I'm just kind of going with the flow myself. No expectations. I have expectations of myself, but of others, that's their own free will. Can we get 5 goddesses coming out? What do you want to say, ladies? Please don't fight. One at a time. 5 goddess for August. Please and thank you. All right. That's 2. Oh, that's 3. Can we get 2 more, please and thank you? 2 more. Who wants to come out? What messages you have for the collective? 2 more. Beautiful, strong women. 2 more. 1 more. I know it can be difficult, especially if you're a woman on your own. But just remember, you're not alone. Definitely not in the spiritual realm. You're not alone. You have help. Just ask. I'm not even going to worry about the commercials. This is interesting. Some bunch flipped over, but then... Okay, so I'll take that one. And I'm not going to bother to pause it through the commercials. Oh, speaking of, I seen the most effed up commercial recently. I don't watch TV, and this popped up on a news feed. And what it was it was a commercial for children going back to school. And it was an advertisement for all different things like binders or shoes or whatever. And then it gets really dark and morbid, and it kind of morphs into this whole idea of having to run away, lock down, hide, break windows to get out of the school, the whole idea of the chaos and any kind of danger that they could face in school, almost like they were normalizing it and then placing it into this advertisement. Now, I don't know if this is a real, maybe I can find the link and put it down below. I don't know if this is an actual real commercial that's being aired live, but if that's the truth and it is being aired, what it is like fear mongering. So it's placing this whole normalization that attacks on children in schools or something like that is to be expected, and that they should be prepared for that going back to school. It's fucking sick. And it was really disturbing to watch. I even got goosebumps watching it. It was messed up. And the end of it is a girl sitting in a bathroom stall, kind of feet up on the toilet, texting, "I love you, Mom," or something like that. And somebody walking in and her going all quiet in fear. It's not okay, that commercial. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's put it in order. A lot of double digits. Okay, we've got 22, 21st, 22, 33, 44, so a lot of double digits. These could be symbolic for you. Take it as it resonates, all right? This could be spiritual number 2, and if you are guided to look it up to get whatever messages that you need, please do so. But we got a lot of double digits here. We got 20, then 22, then we got 30, then 33, almost like a pattern, and then we got 44. Almost seems like we're missing 40. You know what? I'm guided to bring that out. Normally I wouldn't, but I'm going to see what 40 is. There's something here. I don't know what this is for, but I guess we'll find out shortly in a minute. I almost feel like this pressure. There we go. 40 and then 44. And I will take a picture of all these ladies and put them up as the display picture for this video. Thank you, ladies. You beautiful, strong women, you. Okay, so we've got 20, HECATE, the in-between. Okay. Then we've got 22, Hestia, home. Then we've got 30, Lilith, independence. Then we got 33, Mama Kosha, water. Number 40, Nyx, secrets. And then we've got 44, Rhea, flow. Rhea. Pardon me for the pronunciations, like Mama Kosha and Rhea. Okay, number 20, HECATE, the in-between. This is not the first time we've got this beautiful goddess, all right? It is a motherly kind of energy. It is like the flower of life, creation, third eye chakra, a lot of inner light, inner knowing, connection to source, protection, divine guidance. Her eyes are orange, so we got some sacral energy there too. That would be connection to source, to creativity, sexuality. Solar plexus energy. That crown that she's wearing is giving me vibes of And then we've got some Fae energy as well. Symbolism coming in. Almost seeing like a Taurus. Third eye chakra lit. My eyes are going wild right now on this one. Altruism. Altruism. Hair. DNA. In between. So that would be the state between transformation. That can also be the state between life and death. The state between duality, the state between transition as well. Okay. If the music cuts out, goes in and out, that's fine. I'm going to ignore it. I'm not going to be distracted. Let's see what we have here for number 20. Level up. HECATE, okay? Sorry, I'm so serious. Why so serious? All right. Empowerment message. You are standing in the liminal space between what was and what will be, who you have been and who you are becoming. The Greek goddess of crossroads and the in-between HECATE welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is technically your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose in the direction of your thoughts, feelings, belief, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but fierce self-inventory. Bless the past for what it has provided and release all attachments to the stories of what was. Now is the time to understand the responsibilities required of you as you move forward into a new version of yourself that has yet unformed. Who do you want to become? What kind of life are you prepared to live? And how will you wisely yield your power to co-create a new world beneficial for others, not just yourself? You have the magic of HECATE pulsing through you and calling you to answer. Say yes and step into the unknown to discover what is not yet manifested. As soon as you do, the goddess HECATE will bring her eternal torch to light your way. Your alignment message. There are times when you find yourself stuck between worlds, unable to go back to the way things were, and yet slightly afraid to move forward without knowing what you are facing. This indecision can be crippling, but you can stay forever in the in-between. You can't stay forever in the in-between, pardon me. The goddess HECATE offers you a sacred alignment task. Make a move. It doesn't matter if you stumble or fall. After all, you can always course correct and get back up. Bring love to the part of you that is afraid and that has lost some faith. Remember, you are not alone, as the goddess HECATE will not abandon you in the dark, nor will you remain there for long. Consider, as you move forward through life, the sacred challenge of trusting the magic that makes this world and your part in it sing with meaning. Don't be afraid to step into the dark. The goddess HECATE will rise and raise her torch to show you the way out. If you're confused of where to go right now and you feel pressed, sort of like this energy that I'm feeling, if you feel like there needs to be a decision made, just make a decision. Do it with good intention. Do it with your highest form of self. Remember that fear is just an opportunity to learn something about you. So it's almost like a test. Feels like we're constantly being tested, but if you start playing around with it in a good way and seeing that you can learn so much more about yourself out of this, so you have a better understanding of what's going on around you, and you start calling in the good things that are meant for you, then it no longer becomes a chore. It no longer becomes tedious. It becomes more of like an inquisitive kind of curiosity take to it. Okay? Number 22, Hestia, home. This one's giving me like Cloud 9 vibes. Again, with the crown looking similar to the solar plexus energy. A lot of third eye and a little bit of sacral energy as well. The design that's on her cheek is of Celtic, but it also looks like spirituality and rebirth. This whole sense in her eyes, which is giving me the thought of hope or like a glimmer. For some reason, I'm seeing cat ears. I don't know if you could see this. This is what is giving me right now on either side. Here and here, to me, almost looks like cat ears or something along the lines of that. So that would be divine feminine as well, intuition, insight, foresight. So third eye chakra activation, definitely crown chakra lit. Home is where the heart is. That's normally what people say. But when it comes down to it, home is where you are internally. So your state of being is directly going to impact what's going on external of you. Keep your peace. I know people pull on it all the time, possibly. You feel pulled in separate directions, or maybe you may feel energy that's not yours, and you recognize that it's not and not sure what to do about it. Just remember who you are. Remember your integrity, your value and worth, and what you bring to the table for yourself. Not necessarily for other people. Yes, it may benefit other people in the long run, but ultimately it's what you have to offer to yourself. What can you do for you? And her eyes are just giving me this sense of hope, kind of like looking off into the future or the abyss. A lot of animal guides, so maybe they be giving you certain synchronicities or signs or something like that here in the 3D. Left side, the full shoulder is purple. Okay, that's your creativity. Use your third eye chakra and embrace the gifts that you have. Number 22. Hestia, home, empowerment message. Being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you are in alignment with your truest self, it is like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time also to look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, taking care of simple things are what is called for right now. So take it easy, pace yourself. Cleansing is good, purging. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen comb puts it. The answers to big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. So it's almost like when you distract yourself with the little things or you keep yourself busy, it allows the divine universe to co-create with you and bring in to you that which is yours. Instead of you getting in your own way, you're preoccupied. So you're not focused on that, because sometimes it has like the boiling water effect. If you're sitting there watching a boiling pot, right? Sometimes you got to distract yourself a little. The goddess Hestia reminds you that when you are at home in yourself, you are at home in the world. Alignment message. Are you surrounded by clutter in your home or work? Do you have objects or clothes that have negative stories attached to them? Every object holds energy and tells a specific story. So when you purge them, thank them for the use that you have and that you no longer have need for them. Separate with that energy in a positive manner, saying that it no longer serves me, and you appreciate what it did for you at the time, but it no longer is relevant in your life, okay? The pants that don't fit shame you. The gift from an ex-partner taunts you with disappointment or a bit of resentment. The books you will never read may shout at you from the shelves. Who needs this? Nobody. The goddess Hestia, who rules the hearth, offers you this alignment task. Do a house cleaning or a self-inventory of your own thoughts and what you hold on to, such as emotion. Declutter and make space in your environment. Do the same for your mind too. Your mind might be cluttered with old stories that have no value for you right now. Walk away from situations you don't belong in. Okay? Get rid of all of it. When you remove the superfluous distractions, it's amazing how your interactions come together like magic. Make space for the miracles of the goddess Hestia and what she has in store for you. Yes, it takes work, but it is worth it. Okay? So this is looking forward into the future. In my opinion, past, present, and future all coexist at the same time. It is such as patterns, like the flower of life. It is continuous, and cycles do appear for our learning. So when things no longer serve you, it's time to start a new cycle, and you need to purge out the old stuff in order to make way for the new stuff. Okay? Okay. Like this shirt. It is overly sized, way too big for me. I love lace. I've always liked it. It's beautiful. I've kind of tried to turn it into something of my own, maybe even wear a belt with it or something. But honestly, the shirt's too big, and maybe somebody would get better use out of it. I need to accept the fact that things that are no longer for me, I need to purge and let go of. That might be what you need to do. That might be your message. Take it as it resonates. Number 30, Lilith. Oh, Shells, so many shells. I've been getting a lot of information about shells. Serpent energy. We got third eye energy. We have the left eye covered, but the right one is visible. Okay, so this is using your logic and reason, but also going within and using your third eye to calculate. Lilith is of creation. She is very powerful, okay, and she doesn't take BS from nobody. Lilith is strong, and she has been through her share of torment and injustice, and has stood up against the test of time. She is here to help you. If you call on her, make sure you do so with good intention. She will not help you defeat another out of hate, envy, jealousy, or rage. Keep that in mind. Sacral energy here. This is also giving me a bit of gray, which I normally don't see. It's a line in between. Then you have the blue that's a little bit sprinkled on the right eye here. So throat chakra, when you do it with what you see. So if you see something, say something. If you know some injustice is happening, say something. She will give you the strength and guidance. The serpent energy, like no other, is devouring. So if somebody is stepping out of line or hurting another person, you need to be able to speak up and say something. That's what I'm picking up for Lilith energy right here. Independence. Not counting on others to do the work for you, but you being consistent with yourself and relying on yourself with your own connection to source to do what it is that needs to be done. Okay, number 30. I don't know if I've gotten this one before. Feels like I haven't, but maybe it's just a reminder for myself too. Lilith, number 30, independence. Keep in mind these numbers may be symbolic for you as well. Empowerment message. The Jewish goddess Lilith refused to be dominated by the first man, in doctrine anyway, and as the result was called a demon in the stories about her that followed. These inaccurate and damaging stories are so old and repeated so often that no one recognizes how pervasive their implications are. From another perspective, Lilith offers this lesson. No one can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. Be proud, be accountable, claim your power, and hold it wisely. Right now, you are in an excellent position to attract healthy, interdependent, collaborative relationships that truly serve the highest good for yourself and others. Friendships flourish with mutual respect and support. Love relationships bloom with ample space for both parties to grow. Business ventures thrive in service to the greater good. The goddess Lilith wants to show you the way to claim a healthy self-worth and self-respect by refusing to let your old stories keep you down or what other people project onto you from their insecurities. Okay, you will be amazed at how deep, meaningful, and respectful your experience becomes in all areas of your life when you make choices from a place of empowered independence. Your alignment message. Do you sometimes fear being independent? You may have been conditioned to believe that the only way to have a close relationship is to become enmeshed and entangled with others. Do you long for independence and breathing space, yet fear reprisal should you choose to detach from unhealthy companions or situations? This would be the art of detachment, and this is also healthy boundaries that we all need to form for ourselves with our free will and choice, okay? You'll need courage for the alignment task Lilith asked of you. Walk away and establish a more empowered sense of self by saying no to these relationships that drain your very life force. Sometimes people attract drama into their life to avoid accountability. Enabling this dynamic helps you avoid the responsibility that is required when you have no one else to blame for the conditions of your life. Other people's chaos become a smokescreen that muddies the real truth. Deep down, you're afraid of consequences of taking charge of your life. However, all is not lost. You would not be here reading these words or watching this video if you weren't ready or strong enough to make these changes. You are leveling up in your life. Lilith is beside you to lend you strength and courage to do the right thing for yourself and others. Okay? Get a good look at this one. Number 30. Her hair is like an untamed flame almost. We have fire and water energy. Number 33, Mama Kosha. I have got this before, water. Okay, this is Aztec vibes, ancestral, deep connection with emotion and understanding. She herself has a conch shell in her hand. I recently just did a video about that, about the communication using the shell. Okay, and the various meanings for that. Again, with the strong crown, right? All these women up to this point have strong crowns. Number 33. Throat chakra energy mixed with heart chakra. Remember, what you're doing is with good intention. Always make sure it's with good intention. Number 33. Mama Kosha, water, empowerment message. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surround us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan goddess Mama Kosha. We are most attuned to qualities of water, as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Healthy brain, healthy emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. The beauty in this truth is found by observing the water in all her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away at the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Reciprocity. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds, and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth and sustain life. Water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell, even of soft snow, allowing the dormancy of life to herald a time of dreaming. And then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If things seem that your world is too wet and temporary shelter is needed, you can expect new growth and sunny days again. Mama Kosha reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, and just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when the goddess comes to visit. Your alignment message. Overwhelm and empathy overload has opened up a tidal wave of emotion that feels like it is threatening to engulf you. This could be really symbolic too for those of you that are empathic, that kind of absorb other people's energy. You get to choose whether you want to carry it. If you recognize it's not yours, let it go. Release, let it go. Understand whatever message it has for you. Okay, feelings are unruly right now, and you may discover that it's difficult to control them as you project their shadowy fears onto the screen of your life. The goddess Mama Kosha says your task right now is to detach, step back, and allow your feelings to pass through you like water, without judgment or disapproval. Let your fears be washed away with self-love and understanding. The world can be chaotic and a chaotic place, and uncertainty can create instability where people will act out in incomprehensible ways. Their actions are not your responsibility, okay? You're responsible for yourself. Move to a higher ground, say no to engaging, and wait. Now is the time to respond when you feel ready rather than to react in the heart of the moment. So this would be out of emotion. Okay, control your emotions. Let the goddess Mama Kosha's water of life hold you up and surround you like the fluid did in your mother's womb. Let love be that water. Okay? I also see a bit of an aura around this one too. All of them have it, but this one's standing out for me the most. So if it means you being submerged in water or going to be in water when you're doing your meditation, it is a form of protection. And if that's what you need to do to get away from sort of the hustle and bustle of life, or detach from other people's negative energies, or just energies in general, let's say they're not negative but they're overwhelming. If you need to surround yourself with water in order to form that sort of protection for yourself, then do so. So that you can get some clarity, some peace, and get some flow, some movement going. All right. Next one, number 40, NYX, Secrets. This is the one I pulled to complete whatever this pattern is. And of course, it being hidden is the secrets. This also is based off of our mind as well, our brain, the moon, feminine energy, what is hidden, what's yet to be seen. And it's odd that it went that way, 20, 22, 30, 33, and then it went and skipped to 44. Some people may be missing out on or skipping over certain things that are hidden, or maybe people want things to be hidden so you do not see the full pattern. It is up to you to discern the difference and know what is your energy and what's others. If there's certain things that are hidden, do your research, find out more, ask questions. Like a child would, ask lots of questions. This is a star-like energy. This is your crown chakra, your root chakra, your sacral, your third eye chakra, and this is absolute connection with source and trust. Now, instead of having a crown, she does have these stars, but they're entangled in her hair almost. So her hair itself has become the mane. It's become like Lion's Gate almost. It's become like her crown. She has took into full account that everything about her is what is her. So the crown is not on your head. It's what's within you. That's what this is giving me right now, number 40. And I'm getting a celestial vibe too. Kind of being like encompassed in your own energy as a form of protection. NYX, Secrets. I do believe I've gotten this one before, but I'm going to read it. Okay. We're not skipping out on anything this time. The patterns we see are for us to see, and those are the lessons that need be here in the 3D to learn the lessons that we need to move forward and heal. So motive B, your empowerment message. There are times when you must surrender your need to know everything. But doesn't mean you can't be curious. That's just my inner child talking. Some things open up only when they choose to, not by demand. Some people do hide things on purpose so that we do not see them. The mysterious and unknowable is the domain of the Greek goddess Nyx. She allows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Okay, so she shows you what is to be hidden. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that the secrets will be revealed as the goddess Nyx decides. It is divine timing, and sometimes I get a little impatient when it comes to things being provided to me from the divine universe, and I get a little